Thank you very much. I am Beth Gloss, the managing member of United Materials. We are a roofing contractor in Denver. We specialize in commercial roofing, particularly re-roofing and roof repair. We're a successful company and handle federal contracts as part of our normal business. We provide excellent value in customer service, but lose out on a great deal of business due to the lack of a clear, defined woman-owned business procurement program and an emphasis from Washington to fulfill the guidelines that are set. The SBA, in my experience, does nothing to encourage federal buying from women-owned business, but only from existing formal set-aside programs, and vehemently discourages contracting officers in a variety of agencies from attempting to purchase from women-owned small business. Conversely, the SBA, in its own words, has a program whose mission is to level the playing field for women entrepreneurs still facing unique obstacles in the business world. The ambivalence found inside this taxpayer-sponsored agency is frustrating and unconscionable. Because there's no set-aside program for women owners in business in place, heavy pressure is continually applied in our construction field to purchase from contractors where a formal set-aside program is in place. This happens even when there are women-owned contractors available and eager to do the work. I've been thwarted in any and every attempt to encourage government buyers to do business with my company as a woman-owned business. I've questioned the individual buyers and purchasers with whom I have been working, and they've directed me to one reason for not following through with a woman-owned bid opportunity. The one common answer is the SBA is pressuring them to use only the existing formal programs. Consequently, the lack of a woman-owned set-aside program is a double-edged sword. There's no way for contracting officers to reach out and set aside competition between women-owned businesses, and there's obviously not a serious push from Washington to reach women business owners. The attitude towards women's businesses is negative. There's no pressure coming down to the local level to outreach to women. The abundance of other set-asides without a specific program for women makes it difficult for women to get a fair opportunity to compete. Following are a few of my negative experiences in dealing with the SBA and government purchasing. I've made 3 different trips to the local SBA office to search for information and help in obtaining federal contracts. I was sent from person to person only to be repeatedly told unless I was undercapitalized and could qualify for an 8A program, I was beating my head against a wall. We were the successful bidder on a contract for indefinite quantity roof repairs at a Denver military base. Without a women's program in place, the SBA pushed the buyer to cancel the bid and to do their purchasing within another formal program. This resulted in the purchasing being bundled in with other contracts to hide their steps. We've been told many times bundling is a horrible approach in our field because the number of layers and people involved in communications essentially takes out the possibility of good emergency response to water leaks and infiltration. This is poor value for the government because a great deal of physical damage is done to valuable real estate and property while waiting through procedures required in the bundled contracts. I've had several meetings with the director of the Small Business Utilization Center at the Denver Federal Center. I've wanted to encourage buying based on a woman-owned small business status. While I receive courteous treatment, when I've gone back to the government buyers who say that they were discouraged from pursuing women-owned business purchases by the very office set in place to help us because it doesn't help meet any formal percentages that are required. The new SBA proposal has unreasonable expectations and requirements, which are not included in other government set-aside programs. It's unrealistic and unfair to ask contracting officers of federal agencies to prove which industries have been discriminated against women. That statistical analysis has already been developed by the SBA. Several separate government-funded studies have been presented which identify over 2,300 types of businesses that are underutilized when it comes to women, yet only 4 have been outlined. Small business employs approximately 50% of the private sector workforce. We account for 60 to 80% of new jobs. A great deal of new technology and innovation comes from the small business community. Even though over 30% of the small business in the United States today is owned by women, only 3.4% of contracting dollars go to these businesses. Providing a strong set-aside program for women-owned small businesses will increase the number of excellent competitive contractors from which purchasing agents have the right to procure goods and services quickly and efficiently. This increases opportunities for women business owners, helps them gain a stronger foothold into federal contracting, makes sound economic sense, and provides far better value for the government as they continue to encourage small business to build and